A very good evening to everyone. Today we will study about specific features of a prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic have some specific features that are different from eukaryotic cells. The first one is that transcription and translation, the formation of mRNA, and then protein synthesis is coupled, and these coupled means both transcription and translation occurs together in prokaryote. The second feature is polycistronic, where a number of ribosomes are attached to the mRNA for the formation of protein, and these polyribosomes are together called as the polysomes. While in the prokaryotic cell, these ribosomes are of 70S type, that is having a subunit of 30S and 50S, and this S denote the Svedberg unit. These ribosomes are these ribosomes are of 70S type, and these have no membrane, so these are present in the prokaryotic cell because the prokaryotic cell has membrane-less organelles. The third feature is double-stranded DNA, that is circular and that is extra chromosomal, that is outside to the nucleoid, and that is extracellular in that, and this it is called as the plasmid. While the fourth feature is that mesosome. This mesosome is nothing but the infolding of a plasma membrane, and it has a number of specific characters. It is involved in DNA replication, cell wall formation, distribution of cellular daughter cells, and secretion and respiration processes. The fifth one is that inclusion bodies. These inclusion bodies are nothing but membraneless organelles who are involved in storage process of glycogen, starch, synophycy, phosphate, and gases. The sixth feature is that chromatophore. These are the chemicals for colors or photosynthesis. The second feature is that naked genetic material. The genetic material of a prokaryote is not having a membrane, and this is called as nucleoid, and this is the one of the specific character of a prokaryotic cell. The eighth one is the rapid and fast multiplication in the prokaryotic cell, while in the eukaryote it's very slower process, and the multiplication of the organism takes longer time than to the prokaryotes. Now we will study about complex cell envelope of a bacteria or prokaryote. The bacteria have three layers. The first one is glycocalyx, that is the outermost layer. If it is loosely bound, it is called as the slim layer. If it is hard and thick, it is called as the capsule, and it protects a bacteria from the acidic or basic environment of an organism to whoever it interacts. The second layer is the cell wall layer, that help in the support of its shape and structures present in the bacteria, while it is made up of peptidoglycan that has a backbone of glycogen and peptide or protein molecules. The third one is cell membrane, also called as the plasma membrane. It is made up of lipids and protein. This membrane is selectively permeable, means it only allows a selective molecules to pass over it, and it helps in the interaction of a bacterium or an organism to interact with the outer world. On the basis of this complex cell envelope type, bacteria can be divided into two types. The first one is gram-negative and the second is the gram-positive. The bacteria who are gram-negative, they don't take gram stain, and these have three coverings. The first outer covering is made up of lipopolysaccharide. The second one, the inner one, is the peptidoglycan, and the innermost is the plasma membrane. While the gram-positive bacteria only have peptidoglycan and plasma membrane, and they take the stain of gram. Now we will study about the eukaryotes. Eukaryotes are the organism who have true nucleus. Eu means true and karyote means nucleus. The eukaryotes have true nucleus. Their size ranges from 10 to 20 micrometer and the replication or the multiplication takes longer time and it's a slower process than to the prokaryote. The eukaryotes include protista, fungi who are heterotrophic in nature, means they don't make their food while they are dependent on the other organism for their feeds, and they have a chitin layer over their body to protect itself from the attacking organism. Further, this eukaryote include plants or the photosynthetic organism, and it also include the animalia. This animalia group has two specific characters from the plantae, and that is centrosome and centriole. The centrosome is the center of the chromosome, and the centriole that is involved in the division of the cell of an animalia. Thus the eukaryote include four groups, that is protista, fungi, plantae and animalia. These eukaryotes have some specific characters, and this include organized nucleus. Their nucleus is very well organized. The second, they have a nuclear envelope, that is a double membranous structure. The third, they have a complex locomotory organ for the movement. The fourth, they have a cytoskeleton system for the support of shape and size of the organism. The fifth, they have a genetic material that is in the form of chromosome or the condensed chromatin material. Now the plasma membrane of a plant plus animals have a similar structure, and it has outer lipid layer that has phosphoglycerides or called as PG. Secondly, it has protein. Third, it has carbohydrate and cholesterol molecules or moieties. The plasma membrane model, the most accepted model, was given by the Sanger and Nicholson in 1972, and it was called as the fluid mosaic model. This was called as fluid mosaic model as it was having the fluidic nature and the mosaic of proteins having peripheral and integral protein. Peripheral and integral protein. Peripheral proteins were present at edges and the integral were present inside the membrane. This is the structure showing the plasma membrane, where this is the lipid molecule, and this lipid molecule was having a polar head and a hydrophobic tail. So when we put a lipid molecule inside a fluid, it forms a bilayer, and this layer was called as the lipid bilayer. This head is hydrophilic, while this tail region is the hydrophobic region. Together they form the lipid bilayer. With this lipid, there are protein present, and this is showing the integral protein, and these are the peripherals present at the periphery. These integral proteins have the carbohydrate moiety for the binding of different particles to this. With this, the central part of this lipid bilayer has a lipophilic nature, and it is the lipid loving area where the lipid molecules can pass over through it. Now, a difference between a plant cell and an animal cell. In plant and animal cell, there are four differences. The first one is the cell wall that is present in the plant cells, while the plastids are present who have the color pigments or chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Third is a large central vacuole and there is no centriole in the plant. The four features are present by the plant cells, and in animal cells there is no cell wall, there is absence of plastids, and there is a normal vacuole present for the to store the gases, and there is centriole that is specific for the reproductive process or the division of the daughter cells.